3 safety tips for winter training. Number 1 is to get yourself a nice bright light. For one, I'm going to take it down because it's squeezing my forehead. But when it comes to physically training, going outside this winter, especially right now with all the limitations in place, only being able to meet up with one other person, I want to share 3 safety tips to make it as easy as possible for you and as safe as possible. And the first one is just get yourself a light. I know that the mornings are dark, the evenings are dark, and potentially during the day you haven't got time to go training. So you're going to be training during the day, and maybe in terms of getting it in, the first tip, like it leaves a mark on your head. The first tip that you can employ is to get yourself a nice bright head torch. So bright in terms of they're all sold with various lumen ratings, and lumen is basically how bright it is. So this is about 250, quite bright. Angle, you can angle it and stuff as well. Basically, the bigger the number, the brighter it is. So if it's like 1,000 lumens, then it's equivalent to 1,000 candles, or 250 lumens is 250 candles, and so on, right? But you want to be able to see where you're going, and if you're training, if you're running, you want to be able to see where your feet are landing, and you're not going to get that from a light that only lets other people see you. You want a light that actually lights up the way, so you can see where you're putting your feet, so that your body can kind of prepare itself for landing wherever it's gonna put its feet, okay? Or put your feet rather. So that's the first tip. The second tip is to wear reflective gear. The number of times I've been out not training, but I've seen other people training, and they're dressed all in black, like ninjas in the night, and you can't see them until the last second. Whereas if you have some kind of reflective gear, you light up like a Christmas tree. A lot of my clients, they have really reflective gear. There are lots of brands out there. 𝗏𝗏 is one really good reflective brand where you light up like a Christmas tree with any light that is around. So make sure that you're reflective, especially if you're, running down back lanes or dark areas. That will really help for you to be seen, and it's just a lot safer than if you're in total black, where no one can see you until the last second, okay? And the third tip for staying safe is buddy up with someone. You can still meet up with one other person, so buddy up with someone else. And like Charlie said, always tell your mommy where you're going, or at least tell one other person where you're going. Or with some runs, if you've got enough battery and stuff and you're taking your phone, maybe even like let people know where you're going with something like the location tracking that you can put into WhatsApp, so you can literally see where you are as long as you're taking your phone. All right, so they're the 3 safety tips I have for you in terms of staying safe during your winter training. The first one was get a nice bright head torch. The second one was to wear something reflective. And the third one is to buddy up with someone. And bonus tip, use something like WhatsApp to help you with that location tracking so that other people know where you're going. Yeah, they're the tips really. Anything else that I can think of to keep you safe? Just mix it up. Mix it up. Don't go and do the same route every single time. Mix things up when you're buddying up with someone, and only trust people that you know in terms of buddying up with them and sending your location to someone to keep an eye on you. All right, I hope they are of help. I will drop the link below as to the kit that I recommend. But otherwise, stay safe, enjoy your winter training, know that it's going to get easier. For some people, they prefer winter training. I think I prefer autumn personally, but some people enjoy the heat, some people enjoy the cold. I don't particularly operate very well in freezing cold weather, but that's a whole other video in terms of staying warm, okay, an actual kit for running specifically. But these are my tips for staying safe during your winter training.